Ugh. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jake the Fate. Before we go to the workbench, this is like an old Ace Frehley trick to make it seem like your guitar is about to explode, or you're shredding, or you're playing anything. I got the idea from him, but I also got the idea from one of my favorite guitar players, Gus G. He had one of his guitars modified to, make it look like it's smoking up with the lights, and it's got like his name on it. Obviously, I didn't want to do any of that because I saw the back of his guitar and I was like, what is going on there? But without further ado, this is going to be a real simple modification. So let's go to the workbench and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did mine. So the materials that you guys are going to need for this build is going to be a mini pump, some clear tubing. I'm going to leave links in the description for all the stuff that I'm using down below, so it's easier for you guys to go and like try to find this stuff. You're also going to need some fog fluid. This stuff, I paid under 20 bucks for all of this stuff right here. This thing, under 10 bucks. You're also going to need a little mini toggle switch, a 9-volt battery, and a vape. And for the vape, I would prefer getting a rechargeable one, and I'm going to explain why once I'm doing it. So what I ended up doing before all this is I opened this thing up. As you guys can see, this thing is like chewed up because I had to like pry this thing open. It wasn't coming out. And I took out the little juice that was in here. It's like a little spongy thing. I took that out and I put some cotton in there and I replaced it with some of this. That was fairly simple. You do that 1, 2, 3. So that's ready to go. I realized I should have recorded it while I was doing it, but I got pretty excited once I got home from work. So I was like, let me just do this real quick. So, you're also going to need a battery clip. Now, what my plan is to do, and I haven't even tested this thing out. My plan is to have this inside the guitar cavity where like the components are and run a tube out into the neck pickup. So I'm going to run it. I'm probably going to show you guys as I'm doing it. I don't even know if it's going to work. So I'm hoping that it all fits and it all, comes out pretty good. So yeah, now let's get started on building the little motor part. So what you guys are going to want to do here first is, if you guys have an on-off switch, it'll be a lot easier, but I have an on-off-on switch here just because that's all I have laying around. So I'm going to have to put a little jumper cable from here to here, and that's going to be fairly simple. And then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with the battery clip. So with this battery clip, I'm going to put the red. Let me zoom in a little. So with the battery clip, what we're going to do is basically put this red onto any one of these sides. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put it on this side. On this little terminal right over here. Twist that in place. And we're going to solder that in place. Right? I didn't even turn on my damn solder. The black wire to this black wire on the battery clip, and this is going to go to the switch, and then this black one from here is going to go on to the other terminal of the air pump. Alright, so I overcomplicated this little circuit here. Basically what it is just the red from the battery clip. I put it onto where this little red dot is. And then with this black one, I put it right in the center. That's going to be my off position. And since I'm having to have these two, that's what confused me. That's basically what confused me. Having these two right here, those are going to be my, when I turn it on, that's what turns it on. I'm going to put some black heat shrink tubing on this right here so there's like no problems there. Now this is where the tubes are going to come into place. Let's see which one fits the best. It's too loose. So I'm just going to need a little piece. I'm going to cut a little piece off. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys real quick once I cut this off. Put this in here. That. Then I'm going to glue this, super glue this onto this right here. So watch when I turn it on. And I have some smoke. Perfect. So I'm gonna let that sit there for a couple seconds. Let that get hard.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
We got this thing set. Okay. Technically here now is where we can put this into the guitar. But I want to put this first. Actually, yeah, I'm going to grab the guitar, assemble it all inside. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit complicated. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fit all this in here, because I did choose this guitar because I remember that there was like a bunch of space in here, but I completely forgot that I had put the Fishman Fluences in this guitar, so there's already one whole entire battery in here. And if I didn't have this all in here, this would have fit perfectly, because I would have had like the smaller pots. It would have fit perfect. But since I don't, it's gonna be tricky. Real tricky. Oh, I'm kind of regretting this because the spacing's fucking ridiculous. Alright, before I get carried away here, I'm going to just feed the tube, see if it actually fits in there. Now I'll be doing this for nothing. I think it does. That's it. Wow, that fit perfect. I was not expecting that. Alright, so I thought I had to do some extra gluing here, but let me just see if this thing... Oh! Sick. Dude. Holy shit. So I'm going to cut this short because this is too much. So what I'm going to do here is... Damn, this thing would have fucking... Dude, this thing would have all fit if I didn't have a whole nother battery and these big ass pots. The push-pull pots, that would have fit. Boom, perfect. If you guys have like a regular Jackson with the regular dime pots in there, this is gonna fit perfectly. Perfect. You guys will have extra space for the battery right there. And the reason why I'm choosing a rechargeable one is because I'm actually using the battery from this. There's a battery in here. So if you guys use like the ones that are disposable and not rechargeable, those batteries are gonna die and it's dead. The whole thing's dead. But with this one, when it dies, you can just take it out and recharge it and then fill it up with the liquid again. So yeah, what I'm gonna have to do here is, damn it, probably use like longer screws or something. I wish I didn't have to, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to do just to close it up. All right, so there it is. It's a pretty simple modification. Now, this modification obviously is not for a tone or anything like that. It's just for the looks, you know, to show off to your friends and your family while you're doing a gig, or if you guys are at a show or something, you guys could just boom, do that, and they're like, whoa, what the hell's going on up there, right? So the thing that I wanted to do was to keep the guitar as normal as possible, you know, not carve anything out, not take anything off, just add this whole thing into it. And it was kind of hard for me to like try to figure it out, because I saw how Ace Frehley has his, and I saw how Gus G did his, and I'm like, whoa, like there's so, like they carved out the back, and I'm like, to put a whole smoke bomb in there or anything like that, I'm like trying to figure out how to do this the safest way possible. So that's how I thought about it, you know, using an air pump to push air out of a vape, and you know the smoke comes out, but I could replace it with the liquid fog, so it can come out more. You can replace it, and it's not dangerous, you know, to inhale or anything. If you guys do vape and you guys don't want to change it with the liquid fog, you guys can literally just have it like that and just, you know, smoke up as you guys are playing. But I'm not condoning that. But yeah, like how I said, I didn't want to route anything out just in case. I'm like, I want to put everything, you know, take this whole thing off. And like how I showed you guys, I had to literally keep it like this because it didn't close up. I had to use longer screws, and it actually kind of worked out pretty good, because now I can just literally put the charger in through here and just charge it up if I have to. But it's a cool thing to do. And also, I didn't have to sacrifice the neck pickup by, you know, taking that off and putting an actual smoke bomb in here to produce that. I literally just ran the tube up there, and it just literally just goes underneath it. And my wife was like, is that even safe? Like, she was like, and the one thing I do have to say is that if you guys turn it on, it's going to go for like probably 10 seconds, and then it's going to stop, because with the vape, you know, you can't pull on it and just like keep taking out smoke. So it's going to eventually just like stop and not do anything. So you're going to have to turn it off, let it like, you know, sit for a couple seconds, and then boom, turn it back on. So more smoke can come out, because that's how the vape is designed, for just to be like the battery to hold it for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then it kind of just like stops itself. So that's something that you guys have to be, you know, aware of. When you guys turn it on, let it smoke up, turn it off, and turn it back on so more smoke can come out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys find it useful and helpful in any way, shape, or form. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because this is all I do on my channel. Guitar reviews, guitar builds, wiring stuff, anything guitar related. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.